Oh, I gotta get my manners going. Hello, folks. Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas. Welcome in, welcome in. Wow. Lots of activity here, even before the live began. That's fantastic. I love to see that. We got Parabellum Fishing stop by. He's got family in town already. That's awesome. Catfishing Cuz in the house saying Merry Christmas. Railroader Outdoors and more in the house. Scott, he stopped in and said Merry Christmas. I've got Raven Cat Homestead Cecilia in the house. Welcome in, Cecilia. Backbone Outdoors saying hello. We got Charlie, Ugly Dog Lures. We got Matt, Daddy Duck 365. Welcome in, welcome in. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Or happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. I wish you the best holiday of whatever you celebrate. Absolutely. Dana from FCP Fishing is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are ready for a warm and festive holiday weekend coming up. Celebrate with your families and your loved ones and all that good stuff. Shit happens. CJ stopping in. Hello, hello. For anyone that doesn't know, Ohio, they have a week-long, what's often referred to as the regular gun week season. And then they added a bonus weekend, an extra Saturday and Sunday. And that took place this past weekend. And at the Shit Happens Homestead, a young man, was it Camden? Was that his name? I believe he's 9, or is he 11? He's a young man. He got his first deer ever. He shot himself a nice doe. That was really special for CJ to get to share that experience with that young man. He got his first deer ever right there at the Shit Happens Homestead. And also he had another friend that was hunting there with him on his farm, and he was able to harvest a doe as well. So fantastic. 11 years old. Right. I was close. Oh yeah, Scott, you're still in quarantine. I hope you're feeling better. Let's 2 thumbs up to healthy and recovering and feeling much, much better. Did I miss someone? Carpenter Self-Reliance. Welcome in. I believe this is your first time to this live stream. Come on in. Hey, After 5 Outdoors is in the house. Cody. Welcome in and Merry Christmas. Yes. Merry Christmas to you and yours. I'm sure that you've got an exciting holiday weekend planned with your family. Maybe you'll sneak out and do some ice fishing on a Sunday. I don't know. We don't get much of a hard water season around here. The end of January, the ponds are usually pretty secure. Outside of that, the reservoirs, they can be a little bit dicey with fluctuating water levels. Lake Erie, you just never know. They can get decent ice, and then the shipping channel, icebreakers go through the shipping channels, and you get a little bit of a breeze, and it just tears it up. Yeah, he's got to get them cats up there trained. He's got mice like crazy. He's got a lot of mice, and they like corn. Fishing on Christmas Day. Heck yeah. What you doing? Did you want to say hi to the fine folks? Is that what's going on? It's up here. It's up here. You got to get up a little bit higher. There you are. There you are. You trying to say hi? You trying to say hi? I think you just want attention. I think you just want attention. Yeah, they shacked up inside of his truck and they boogered it up. Can you get down? Can you just get down? Yeah, they've been getting them. I thought about trying to sneak up there again, but not this past weekend, the weekend before that. But I just wasn't going to be able to make it come together. What I did do, though, 2 weekends ago is I had the boat out for the last time. My last muskie trip, which I generally try to plan that in October, maybe the end of September, sometime in October, first 2 weeks maybe before things get really ramped up for deer season. But it just didn't pan out. Weather and some deer hunting and family schedule, all that, it just didn't pan out. 246. That ain't a killer. So I ended up doing my last muskie trip of the year in the middle of December. I spliced in a little sawguy fishing too. 6 deer in front of her yesterday at 5:15 at the filibuster. Pass, but just wanted to let you know. Six deer. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Heck yeah, Matt. Merry Christmas to you too. You and yours. So I poked around a little bit for sawguy. To be honest with you, I trolled around and I wasn't seeing anything. I wasn't marking anything. There was nothing was happening anywhere. There was no bait. There was no fish. There was no fish suspended. I found one concentrated area that had marks, and it had a ton of marks. There was bait here. There was fish here, mostly on the bottom. I was pretty sure it was loaded with sawguy, and I pounded it. This was at Allen Creek Lake. I pounded it with swim baits, with lead, with jigs, and then even hit it with blade baits for a little while. And I couldn't get a bite. I couldn't buy a bite. So then I finished the day trolling. Well, no, hold on. I then trolled, and how I really finished the trip, I had this little guy here sitting on a tripod on the boat, and it fell over kind of toward me, but it was leaning against a bulkhead. So I grabbed a hold of the tripod and gave it a nice little shove to kind of prop it back up. And it propped right up, leaned right against the side of the boat, and it tumbled over the side of the boat, and it splashed down in the water. And this thing is DEAD dead. Now, I could probably take the screws out of it and really try to get in there and air it out, but I think it's toast. The control board, the visual menu, that thing won't. That's just completely. That thing is completely toast. It's completely toast. Yeah, and that's fine. It's fine. It served its purpose. This is a very cheap handy cam. There's only I can't remember. I either paid 120 or 140 for it. Yeah, we're going to do that. Now, what did I miss? Oh, yeah, it's a simple camera. Neither does he. I was planning to upgrade anyway. Now that the puppy was just being a little bit high maintenance. She's like that. So it was just a starter camera that had a pretty decent optical zoom and was pretty decent in low light. I wanted to get it for filming deer hunts, because if you don't have zoom, you don't have anything on camera. If you've ever seen a deer 40 yards away in an action camera, it looks like a cat that's halfway across a football field. I mean, they don't show up at all. Hey, we got Small Water Charters is in the house. Welcome in, John. Merry Christmas to you and yours. KY Hunter, welcome in. Welcome in. Well, that's all right if you can't stay, but yes, Merry Christmas to you and yours. No. 13 pounds. Catfishing with Cuz, welcome back. Oh, I didn't know if you were asking about my fish or Daddy Duck's fish. I initially thought you were asking about Daddy Duck's fish, but Railroader, I'm pretty sure he was talking about the walleye behind me. He had the length right, though. It was 32 inches. Caught it on a pier. So, hey, we got reef robbers in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh. Inside joke. So, yeah, that Handycam, it was really cheap. It was just a starter camera that was going to get the job done. But it's toast. I'm pretty sure it's toast. And I'm not too terribly worried about it. But I bring that up kind of partly because it's funny that I dumped my camera in the lake. It would have been brilliant if I'd had my action camera on my hat and it was recording and watched me, scramble to try to save it. I saved it enough that after it dunked, I was able to grab it and prevent it from sinking to the bottom of the lake. But Yeah, and I also the SD card. I pulled it at the micro SD card, and it's fine. I've reviewed the footage. All that's fine. I mean, it's not footage of me catching a fish or anything, but anyway. That's fantastic. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Scott. We didn't have a clue of what we were doing. We just drove up there, and I think it's a miracle we could even find the place. And we didn't have a net. We didn't have much. We had some spinning rods and some rattle traps, and we fished for like 3.5 hours, and nothing was happening. And Scott went to get a snack from the truck and warm up a little bit, and a ship came in, and there must have been a massive pot of bait following the ship because the walleyes were following it too. And once that ship came in, everybody up and down the pier was popping the walleyes. Oh my God, I got it. It's a Cosmos? I'm not familiar. Swamp donkey. No, this one doesn't sing, Cecilia. I promise you that. Hey, Off the Hook Outdoors. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, that was crazy. We barely had a clue of what we were doing. But we caught fish, you know. We heard that was a thing, that walleye come in close to the shore or near the pier, and sure enough, we caught a few. We scooped them in the cooler. Oh man, it's a wonder we didn't end up in the lake in the water, because that was pretty hairy on them rocks and stuff with the waves crashing in. So yeah, I had one when I was younger. Take me to the river, put me in the water. I still Danny it up. That's how I dumped my camera in the lake a couple weeks ago. But anyway, so I'll be replacing this, but it boogered up my schedule. I had planned to film with this camera a couple of product reviews and splice those in. So there'd be like a product review, a deer hunting video, a product review video, and then maybe even a sawguy fishing video. But I can't film now with that. I'm reduced to just my phone and my action cameras. I don't really like to do vlogger style or in the house up close videoing with my action cameras, because they're wide angle and lens, and it just, to me, it just kind of looks silly. Oh, nutria hunting. Good, Reef Robert. Very cool. Very cool. So, as it were, I basically just have to take whatever footage I've got and throw a video together and put that up. So once I eventually get my new camera, I'll probably be rolling out a sequence of just product review after product review after product review. You guys are going to be bored of my channel. You're going to be like, this guy is a loser because all he's doing is no, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's benefit in that, right? For example, CJ at Chick Happens has a fantastic product review of a smoker, an electric smoker. And if you get a chance, get over to his channel and check that out, because it's a good example of a product review done right. If you find something that's a good product and you like it a lot, you use it a lot, then you can share your knowledge, and it can be helpful for others that are interested in buying something like that too. Now, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do a bloopers reel from just that trip. There really wasn't a lot of bloopers. There was a couple of moments, but I think I captured some of the funny stuff and threw that into the preview, like the bag of cans and the some of the other silly stuff. So I think I captured most of that. We got a lot of footage, my friend. We did good. We did well. And I think that was 6 videos out of that. And that's not counting the shorts. There were 6 regular videos and 2 shorts that came out of that weekend. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Onward and upward, Cecilia. We're trying. I've been kind of knocking on the door of 900 for a while, so I'm hoping I can get there. One thing that kind of derailed me was my deer hunting around here. While it was great up at CJ's, around here it was terrible, and that's really my own fault. I went into this season just predominantly going to rely on the one spot that was awesome last year. Turns out not so awesome this year. It was terrible. I mean, terrible. And I kept making excuses for the spot because it was so good last year. Hey, we got hunting and stuff with J&J. Welcome in. It's good to have you. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Or happy holidays if you celebrate something else. You'll get there, Railroader and more. You'll get there, Scott. Just keep posting. Even if it's shorts, just keep posting. You could probably come up with some funny and corny stuff. Get Tracy out there and just come up with something funny. Yeah, I think that's a theme, CJ. Anytime you shout somebody out, they lose subscribers. So that's why I was calling you out on your product review video. Just trying to beat you back a little bit. Well, and I thought you might want to put some of that footage in some of your country vlogs. Sunfish Assassin, welcome in. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Yeah, Scott, you've been plucking away on that banjo. I imagine in quarantine you've had a lot more time to practice. Yeah, it can be that way. J&J. It can be that way. I got humbled this year on public land and around home. That's what I get for taking it for granted. I already have plans for next year that I'm going to have a minimum of 4 spots. They're going to be preloaded with a hang on, and I'll be able to slip in. All of these spots I'll be able to slip in by boat. And they will all enable me to better take advantage of one wind over another. So if it's a southeast wind, spot B is going to be the spot. If it's a west southwest spot, it could be spot B, or it could be spot, call it C. If it's straight west or northwest, then spot B comes into play, or no. So anyway, there's 4 spots, and depending on what the wind is, I'll be able to go to a different spot. Friday afternoon, the stores are going to have empty shelves. I mean, I just kept hearing empty shelves for the last like 3 months, and I don't see that coming to fruition, at least not around here, but hey. Good stuff, CJ. Good stuff. That's a great video. I haven't had a great video, and I can't remember how long. I've had a few videos in the past, I don't know, 2-3 months that I thought were very well put together, especially some of the videos I did up there at your place. Taking footage here, footage there, footage here, footage there, and piecing them together so that it's a nice flow. But it just hasn't. Nothing's really been much of a boom. What are you going to do? Just keep churning them out. Just keep churning them out. Sunday after Christmas, I might go sawguy fishing at Alum Creek, and if I can bust a 10-pound sawguy, that'll probably get some views. I don't know why, but sawguy fishing are my videos that do the best, and I'm not even a very good sawguy fisherman. Back beard. Man, I couldn't keep up with the SWG Small Waters channel. You guys churn out content like hotcakes on a Sunday morning. Oh my goodness. I'm right there with you, CJ. You and Lori. We're in trouble, aren't we? It's going to be a treacherous winter of death and suffering. Merry Christmas, CJ. Merry Christmas to you and Lori. Have a great Christmas, man. It's sawguy. Imagine if instead of saying walleye, I'm saying sawguy. So John likes to make fun of me. He says saw a guy catch a fish. They're a crossbreed between a sauger and a walleye, so they call it a sawguy. Yeah, there you go, Scott. They're they are they are an interesting fish, man. They are tough to figure out. They are tough to pattern. You might go fishing one day and catch a bunch and say I got them figured out, and then the next day you go to do the exact same thing and they're gone. They're there and they won't grab nothing. 2 weekends ago, I finally hit a spot of concentrated marks. I was convinced I was parked right over top of a bunch of them. Nothing. Not even a bite. What are you gonna do? Although I will say this time of year it's better at night. So, I do think they tend to bite better at night this time of year. Yeah, Scott's got me there. Shit, I think my biggest saugeye is only 23 and a half. I've had bigger on and they always seem to get off, but I've never had a 27 incher get on. I've never had a hold of that one that big, I don't believe. That's a big saugeye. That is a big saugeye. They don't get much bigger than that. I know of a couple people that have got a 28. Good night, CJ. Again, Merry Christmas to you and Lori. $26 3/4. It looked like it was 27 3/4. Didn't Brian get a big one down there? How big was his? Middle of the day. Cranking and yanking. Welcome in, welcome in. Merry Christmas to you and yours, my friend. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, I do want to thank Cecilia of Raven Cat Homestead, Cecilia, for moderating in here for me and posting some links for me. I don't know if she's been doing the ones in the scroll banner, but if you get a chance, if you don't have these folks, please go and check out Geo Outdoors. He's at Frontier Survival, Tiger Muskie NM, Free to Prowl Outdoors, and Kincaid Outdoors. All those folks are on the precipice of, well, they're all over 900. And I think Ugly Dog Lures is over 900 too. I should have added him to the banner. Everyone, I mean, it's a big push. We want to get these folks to 1,000. So if you don't have them, at least go and check them out. Check them out. Watch a video. See if you like their content. See if they're a knucklehead like you, and maybe you relate to knuckleheads like me, and so you'll want to support those folks. That'd be great. I definitely wanted to get that in as kind of my shout outs. Go over there and wish them a Merry Christmas and tell them Dark Dirty Outdoors sent you. That'd be great. They're all good folks. They're all good folks. James Brown. So yeah, I've got a couple more hunts. Well, I've got at least one more deer hunt video coming out. that'll be coming this Friday. And then New Year's Eve will probably be my last muskie video, which isn't going to be super exciting because I didn't catch a muskie, but I'll have a little bit of footage of me at the lake, and I'll do my season summary, which it's weird that I'm doing that at the end of December and not October, but it is what it is. I mean, it was kind of a learning year. A lot was new and different for me this year. My favorite lake was it's kind of going into the crapper. The city is just spraying the snot out of the weeds. I don't know. They got a vendetta against the weeds, or it's somebody's personal agenda or whatever, but it used to be one of the best bass lakes in the entire state of Ohio, and one of the top 3 muskie lakes, and it's just gone to shit. So I spent way too much time there, kind of spinning my wheels. I did catch a fish, and I lost a nice one, which would have been my dad's first muskie, but I had my original motor got bashed in a no, I'm not. Well, I'll be off Friday. That's about it. But my motor, my original motor, got bashed. So then I bought a hold me over motor because the new one that I ordered was going to take 6 weeks to come in. So I went from original motor to temporary motor to new motor. So all of those motors kind of worked a little bit differently as far as trolling and getting them to just learning a new motor and how it operates and getting the speed right and all of those things. I had a bunch of new gear, rods and reels and line. That was a little bit of a learning curve. And then a new fish finder, that's still a learning curve. I'm still working to learn that, but the graphing, oh my God, the graphing is worth its weight in gold. Merry Christmas to you and yours, John and Lindia. I hope you have a great Christmas. And good night. So, I mean, when you add all those things together, it kind of created a lot of opportunities for me to learn. And I did learn this year. I learned a lot about, trusting my electronics, trusting my graph. Oftentimes I was fishing way too high when the fish were holding deeper. So, and I, yeah. Some of that is just you have to experience it. You have to be on the water and see what it's showing you. I know I've watched at least 20 or 30 videos about those units and how to fine tune them and how to get your settings right. So I have a good understanding I have a pretty good understanding of, how do I want to say this? I have a solid understanding of the features of the fish finder. And I know how to use it. That's in practice. But then there's putting it to practical applications. Until you're on the water using it, you might not be able to interpret what you're seeing, or you think this is that and it's not. You think this is bait and it's just a big cloud of pollen or algae bloom or whatever. There's all those nuances that it's just experience on the water and time on the water. And I have a buddy that is a guide at West Branch Lake here in Ohio, which is Ohio's best muskie lake. We have a muskie tracking program within the website at the ODNR, the Ohio Wildlife folks, where we as muskie anglers, we record our catches. And a lot of casual muskie anglers don't do it, but most of the ones that are specifically targeting muskies, they go in and they input their data. They, if they caught a fish, they record it. And if you look at those numbers, West Branch Lake has been the top lake in Ohio for the past 3, 4, 5 years, if not the top, one of the top two, as far as numbers and as far as big fish. And he's a guide at that lake. And he said that this year was one of the toughest years he had. It was just the weather and the unpredictability of the fish. And he said he owed most of his success to being out there nearly every single day. There you go, bud. That's one way to do it. Forgive me, fighting a cold. So it was a little bit of a tough year, a learning year, but I'll throw all that in a video. That'll come out New Year's Eve. And then I really don't know what I'll do after that. Maybe I'll go up to CJ's and hunt so I can produce a video. But yeah, I might have to. Hopefully, Santa Claus will bring me some Amazon gift cards, because the camera I want, it's $800. It's what they call a bridge camera. It's got a really good zoom. It's got a 16x optical zoom, and then it's got enhanced digital zoom. But it's also got a 1-inch processor, so that's a really big processor. It's going to be a camera that is very similar to a DSLR type quality, but it's got a fixed telephoto lens. Well, that's part of the growth of the channel. I think I got 150 supporters out of that. So that was a big jump. I wouldn't be anywhere near 900 if I hadn't done that. I had something I wanted to do. I wanted to give back. I didn't know I was going to dump my camera in the it is what it is. But that bridge camera, it's going to allow me to do a lot of different things. One, it's going to be good for deer hunting. It has a good zoom on it, and it works really well in low light. It has a really good 4K video. It takes really good 4K video if I want to do that. It's got some pretty good options as far as the speed of the video. So I could drop down to like 1080p and record it at higher frames per second. So if I want to get the super smooth slow motion, then I can do that. It's got time lapse if I want to play with that. And another neat thing about this camera that I think it's going to enable me to try to do, at least on an entry level, is get into wildlife photography. That's something I've been looking at a lot, and I think I do want to try that. And I'm pretty excited to see how well it performs for me, taking pictures of wildlife. Now, I'm not going to be out there taking pictures of moose or bear or anything like that. We don't have that around here, but some bird photography. If I could get some pictures of some eagles, they nest up at Alum Creek Lake closest to me. Even blue herons or green herons, or they've got ospreys up there too. So there's lots of opportunities to get some bird photographs and just kind of dabble in wildlife photography and see how I like it. So So basically, that's a camera that's not crush me price, but it's gonna enable me to do all the things that I want to do. It's gonna be a great hunting camera. It's gonna be a great vlogging camera. It's gonna be a great just piece together footage and put a video together. It's going to be a great secondary camera when I'm fishing. I'm just going to have to make sure I lower the tripod. I think it would really shine in the boat is for when I got a fish in the boat and I could get kind of that up close footage of the fish with a sharper camera. So it's going to enable me to do all the things that I want to do. That's a good question. I do have another tag in my pocket. I have not filled my buck tag, so I might go back up to CJ's place. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Scott. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out. I might go back up to CJ's place in January. I have that invite. I haven't made up my mind. I don't think I'll hunt around here just because most of my hunting around here is public land, and public land kind of kicked my arse this year. So public land does tend to get pounded during gun season. So that pressure really puts the deer into more of a nocturnal. They either bounce off of the public land or if they stay there, they're nocturnal. They're just not really wanting to move during daylight. Or if they are moving, they're staying right in tight in a thick thicket. So it's just tough hunting usually. I wouldn't totally rule it out. Again, having that tag in my pocket, that definitely it definitely is. I'd rather burn it on a deer than tag suit type of deal. It also helps that I'm hunting with a crossbow this year, so I don't have to worry about in the super frigid cold trying to draw that bow back. With no foliage, that's getting away with that movement is almost impossible. So a crossbow does kind of lend me to late season hunting a little bit easier. So, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll see. I might get out. I probably won't get out around here. If I did hunt around here, I'd probably go to Delaware State Park, which is bow only, and I would probably go deep. I'd probably try to find the furthest away, deepest, thickest cover I could find, and just hole up there all afternoon. I don't know. But again, I might go back up to CJ's place. We'll see. We'll see how things shake out with my schedule and everything. Getting tired. I got one more day of work yet. I got to work tomorrow. And then I'm off Friday. And then it's kind of the same deal next week. I just got the 4-day week, and I'll have Friday off. New Year's Eve. I'll watch football probably. So I should have showed this earlier, but got it's a brand new Dark 30 Outdoors t-shirt that I ordered about a week ago. I cleaned up the logo a little bit so everything's nice and sharp. I don't know if I ever get 1,000, I might put a store together. I don't have a store together. I've kind of designed a couple products and ordered them as a sample to see how they look. This turned out great. The shirt looks fantastic. If I were to change anything, I'd maybe raise the logo up just a tick, but I don't know. It's if I were to stand up, you can see that it's it's kind of in the middle there where it's supposed to be, I guess. I'm such a dork. I think it's got small through 2XL. I could double check that real quick. Got nothing better to do. All right, there it is. Dashboard. I think this shirt is the men's. There's also, this is the men's heavyweight tee, but there's also a unisex t-shirt, and I really like the unisex t-shirt. It goes small through 3XL, and this one goes small through 5XL. So, yeah, thanks, Charlie. Yeah, this one goes small through 5XL, and the unisex shirt goes t-shirt. It goes small through 3XL. It's the same thing. It's just a different feel. This one is a cotton blend, I think. This is a heavy cotton. And the unisex is a canvas. It's kind of a brushed canvas. It has a real soft feel to it. Oh, I don't know. 5XL is pretty big, and the men's heavyweight. That's a pretty big t-shirt. But I've designed the men's heavy t-shirt, the unisex t-shirt, a unisex hoodie, 2 ball caps, 2 golf shirts, a mug, and then a couple of just weirdo t-shirts. So I don't know. I might put a store together, but I'd really like to hit 1,000 subscribers before I threw the store together. But it's going to happen. I was hoping to hit 1,000 before the end of 2022, and that's obviously not going to happen. But I think I'll probably get there probably by about April 1st, May 1st, sometime in 2022. It's bound to happen, especially if in the spring I can get to really churning out some good fishing videos. I've got the hoodie too, and it's super comfortable. It's really, really soft, and it's really, really warm. It's a good tight knit hoodie. So it's good and warm. I like it a lot. It feels nice and comfortable. I feel like the sizes run just a tick big, but I like them to run big. I wouldn't want my clothing to run small, and then if you wash it a few times, and then it's really small. So the fact that it runs maybe half a size big when it's first brand new and everything, that it allows for a little bit of room for shrinkage. So it should be good to go, whatever size you would want. But I'm using the website that I'm using is Printful. I'll type that in the chat just if anybody was curious. They know what it is, but as of yet, I don't have a store, so it's not really set up where other people can buy stuff, but I might eventually, that's kind of where I hope to go, is that people can pick up a shirt or whatever. And when I do that, I'll set the prices, about as low as they can go. You know, like maybe I'll make a quarter on a T-shirt or 50 cents on a on a hoodie or something. You know, but fighting a cold, didn't get any sleep last night, and I have rambled on for very nearly an hour. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Again, I hope you'll check out these folks on the scroll banner here. Check out those channels. Support. We have a tremendous community in the outdoors here on YouTube, and I hope that you'll support our brothers. Those are good folks. And that's really all I had. Merry Christmas to you and yours. If you don't celebrate that, then happy holidays, warm holidays, a new year. I do plan on going next Wednesday, so look for me then, and maybe we'll reminisce 2021, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But for now, I'm going to sign off, say good night, and Merry Christmas to you and yours.